In times of stability, knowledge about urban guerrilla warfare seems distant, reserved for military forces or insurgent groups. However, in scenarios of social collapse, armed conflict, state repression, invasions, or urban occupations, understanding urban guerrilla tactics can mean the difference between surviving or being eliminated. This guide does not encourage offensive or illegal actions, but aims to prepare civilians and survivalists to defend themselves if their freedom, safety, or life are threatened in hostile urban zones. The focus is on defense, evasion, and urban resilience, fundamental elements in situations where social order no longer exists. 1. What is urban guerrilla warfare? Urban guerrilla warfare is a set of tactics, techniques, and strategies used by small groups or individuals to confront much stronger forces in an urban environment. It is based on mobility, intelligence, camouflage, unpredictability, and local support, not brute force. Unlike conventional wars, where armies face each other in open fields, urban guerrilla warfare uses alleys, buildings, rooftops, tunnels, sewers, and ruins as the battlefield. 2. When the citizen becomes the combatant. Urban guerrilla warfare becomes necessary when invasive or authoritarian forces occupy cities. The state collapses and militias take control. Criminal groups dominate regions. Civilian populations are persecuted or stripped of their rights. In this context, ordinary civilians are forced to organize into defense, resistance, or community protection groups, using guerrilla techniques to survive, protect resources, and ensure freedom of movement. 3. Fundamental principles of urban guerrilla warfare. Mobility. Never stay in the same place for too long. Guerrilla warfare cannot be sustained in a fixed position, it lives through movement. Concealment. What cannot be seen cannot be targeted. Knowing how to hide, confuse, and deceive is more effective than resisting with force. Knowledge of the terrain. Study alleys, alternative routes, elevated passages, sewers, abandoned buildings, subway lines, interconnected rooftops, etc. You must know your city better than the enemy. Popular support. Without local population support, guerrilla warfare cannot survive. Be discreet, but gain the silent trust and cooperation of civilians. Strategy, not force. Guerrilla warfare wins through tactical intelligence, sabotage, evasion, and surgical strikes, never through direct confrontation. 4. Cell formation and organization. Cells of 3 to 5 people. Smaller groups are more efficient, discreet, and less visible. If necessary, coordinate temporarily with other groups. Internal roles. Observer/scout. Evasion specialist. Logistics and supplies. Communications. Defender, last resort. Communication. Avoid mobile phones. Prefer encrypted radios. Coded physical messages. Visual signals, mirrors, cloths, flashlights. Pigeons or trained dogs, as a last resort. 5. Concealment and evasion techniques. Urban camouflage, gray man style. Wear common, discreet clothing that blends with the crowd. Avoid military backpacks or tactical outfits. Hide equipment in regular backpacks or shopping bags. Pretend to be an ordinary civilian, even while carrying gear. Use of the environment. Hide in dense and unpredictable areas, abandoned markets, empty schools, underground parking lots. Jump between rooftops to avoid ground patrols. Use sewer or subway systems for rapid escape. Confusion and deception. Change appearance after any action. Constantly vary your routes. Use decoys or false targets to distract drones, dogs, or trackers. 6. Territory defense and stronghold construction. Camouflaged shelter. Do not attract attention. A shelter must look abandoned. Thermal and sound insulation to avoid detection. Always have an escape route ready. Alert traps, non-lethal. Cans filled with stones attached to strings. Tripwires with bottles, bells, or fireworks. Hidden mirrors to observe approaching threats. Observation point. Always have an elevated, discreet position to monitor movement. Avoid direct exposure. 7. Sabotage and delay, defensive. Delay techniques. Burning tires to create smoke. Knocking down objects on stairs or corridors to slow enemies. Spreading oil or soap in passageways. Disabling enemy resources. Cut hoses, tires, or brakes on vehicles. Cut power or communication cables, carefully. Block entrances with concrete, bricks, or furniture. 8. Improvised weapons and tools. Improvised weapons. Molotov cocktail, bottle, gasoline, and cloth. Rudimentary flamethrower made from sprays and lighters. Clubs, farming tools, sticks, slings with ball bearings. Silent defense. Duct tape for binding. Rubber strips for close-range attacks. Small knives hidden on the body. 9. Counter-tracking techniques. Anti-drone. Move under cover, tunnels, canopies, trees. Avoid open areas. Create false heat or sound signals. Against dogs and trackers. Clothing soaked with urine, pepper, or burnt oil. Cross streams or running water. Leave false trails with strong odors. 10. Prolonged survival in hostile zones. Resource gathering. Controlled, silent scavenging in abandoned locations. Discreet gardens, in pots, rooftops, balconies. Rainwater collection or condensation extraction. Hygiene and health. Simple wounds can be fatal. Keep iodine, gauze, and soap. Do discreet daily exercise. Physical conditioning is vital. Psychology of resistance. Mental exhaustion destroys more than physical fatigue. Keep the group united with clear objectives. Establish routines for rest, reading, prayer, or positive rituals. 11. Infiltration and intelligence gathering. Surveillance and observation. Tactical binoculars. VHF/UHF antennas and radios. Audio capture in abandoned environments. Infiltration. Learn local slang, appearance, and patrol behavior. Pretend to be a lost or helpless civilian. 12. Legitimacy, ethics, and survival. Although urban guerrilla warfare may seem outside the law, in extreme scenarios self-determination and self-defense are fundamental human rights. However, never attack innocent civilians. Do not torture, humiliate, or loot without necessity. Act only when there is a clear and real threat. Be strategic. Killing one enemy is less effective than destabilizing a system. Conclusion: to survive is to resist. Urban guerrilla warfare is not about violence, it is about resistance, intelligence, and adaptation. It is the last resort of those who are cornered but refuse to be defeated. In a collapsing world, where the state fails and oppression reigns, knowing how to defend yourself with cunning, mobility, and strategy can mean the difference between freedom and submission. Be discreet, trained, and resilient, and always remember, mental and strategic preparation is worth more than any weapon. And remember, always be prepared.